This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Happy Monday morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
And along with Josh Stone, I'm Don Brennan. And Merry Christmas. And a lot of people celebrating Christmas today, so a lot of offices still closed, government offices still closed, and a lot of people still celebrating, and I'm sure a lot of people be shopping.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm glad I'm at work. I want to avoid the stampede.
There are a few things that I was looking for after the holidays because I figured they would go on sale, but I got to sneak my way in there as soon as work gets off. So.
Well, there you go, and it's going to be a beautiful day to do it, just like yesterday. You know, yesterday we hit a record high of 85. Actually, that tied the record from last year. So very warm conditions. Our average for a high is 72, so can't complain about that. Very warm conditions. Snowbirds are loving it. Right now it's 65 degrees with mostly clear skies. Dew point sitting at 64, so there could be some areas of patchy fog out there, but I'm not seeing any reports come in right now. But as far as our tight radar goes, everything's quiet thanks to high pressure in control. That's going to be the theme here for the next several days. Our high is topping out once again well above average into the low to mid 80s today. Enjoy the weather, but there's going to be a change by the end of the week, and we'll talk about it coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Josh. Taking a look at Suncoast roadways. Do remember schools are off, a lot of businesses are closed, so will be a lot of people on the roadways today. Not necessarily at rush hour, but everything is looking good right now. Manatee County free and clear, and then as you head to Sarasota County, that too is moving along without any issues. What little traffic there is on the roadways. Now, topping our news this morning, many in the community who were down on their luck now uplifted after receiving good meals, free gifts, and emotional support at local events.
One of those being the Christmas in the Park event here in Sarasota. ABC 7 was there and captured the story.
It is Christmas, and I just wanted to, enjoy Christmas with the people around the neighborhood.
It's a very blessing to be helped right now for the struggles I'm going through.
I've never done this before. Me and my husband actually had a crisis a few months ago, and we're rebuilding our life. So it was nice to have something like this to take our mind off things.
It makes people feel loved and accepted when it shows that you really care about them.
It's great that we have a place to come, and folks are volunteering their time at Christmas time of all things where they should be with family, but they're taking their time to be here and they're doing a good job.
It makes you feel good on the inside, and people love you when you serve them, and it helps show Jesus' love to them.
I'm very happy to be included. I'm learning how to do Christmas again.
It's wonderful when, we wake up in the mornings and we're very, very depressed because our family's not here, our kids aren't here. We have no one, and we come here and this takes our mind off of it and makes it better.
It's the first time I've been here, yes, but I will be back next year, hopefully on the volunteer side.
These people are wonderful, and these people are great for taking time out of their holiday and away from their family to give us this.
Wonderful. It's wonderful. Very wonderful.
All right, wonderful time there, but while most may have enjoyed the holidays this weekend, there have been some unfortunate circumstances as well.
In Bradenton, deputies say a shooting occurred at a residence on 18th Street East. 3 people who were at the home said they noticed a white vehicle circling the block before it stopped, and an unidentified suspect then fired, hitting one of the 3 bystanders. Michael Turner was struck in the leg and transported to the hospital. He is in stable condition now. However, if you have any information on this incident, you are asked to contact the Manatee County Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen.
And following a 2-alarm fire in Manatee County Saturday, deputies say a suspected meth lab has been found during a follow-up investigation. The fire was in the Onico area near 15th Street and 57th Avenue East. Smoke spreading nearly a mile as crews worked to contain the flames that had engulfed abandoned buildings, including a for-sale flea market that officials believe was being used by squatters. On Christmas, the fire department noticed what looked like a meth lab that they say was not there the day before, so their investigation is ongoing. And with Christmas coming to a close, local charities say the spirit of giving is likely to decrease in the months to come.
But it doesn't have to. ABC 7's Kate Flexter tells us about a call to action to break that cycle.
A lot of local nonprofits see a sharp spike in giving right around the holidays. They say it's enough to sustain them for a while, but not enough for the entire year.
Have a good holiday.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
In the early morning hours, people start lining up for All Faiths Food Bank's Sprout Truck. For many, it's their holiday meal. The nonprofit provides about 7,000 turkeys and fresh produce to those in need around the holidays. But for most, the need goes far beyond just that one day.
Whether it's the holidays or not, people are still in need.
I look at it like every day. We should eat like that, not just because it's a holiday.
Like many nonprofits, All Faiths Food Bank sees a sharp spike in donations around the holidays. The problem, though, is maintaining that momentum.
Yes, the holidays are a very important time to remember others and to do our best to feed everyone. The problem is the next day.
At the Salvation Army, staff spend weeks preparing to serve Christmas dinner to more than 300 people.
We are so grateful to be able to serve them a nice dinner where they can spend that family time together and really enjoy their holiday.
But they likewise see a sharp decline in donations following the holidays.
A lot of what we receive this time of year will help sustain us through the year, but it's not always enough to sustain us all year long.
And at the Harvest House, Executive Director Aaron Miner sees a similar trend.
We certainly see that, that spike and, that giving spirit that comes along with the holidays.
The trick, Miner says, is keeping donors and volunteers engaged well after the holidays.
It is an opportunity to connect to people who maybe they don't reach out during the rest of the year, to hopefully get them to join us throughout, the other 11 months.
And that seasonal spike in giving has been well documented. A study from the Center on Philanthropy found that 43% of respondents gave more during the holidays than any other time during the year. For now, in the newsroom, Kate Flexter, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Well, speaking of giving this week.
Yeah, the federal government has awarded over $80 million in grants to homeless assistance programs in the state. The grants will go to over 300 programs, the largest of which was awarded to the Miami-Dade County Homeless Trust. Trust officials say the funding will go towards helping to maintain and expand housing and services for homeless individuals, including military veterans. And state officials also say they plan on tightening licensing standards for drug treatment centers following allegations of abuse. Florida Department of Children and Families now stating the strengthening of regulations will help prevent vulnerable individuals in the recovery process from being taken advantage of. The foundation claiming they will lobby for more authority to monitor sober homes for people wanting a drug and alcohol-free environment. Now on the Suncoast, you may be seeing some new technology at local libraries.
Yeah, and that's thanks to a recently awarded grant that the Bradenton Herald reports a $3,000 grant is enabling Manatee County to start lending out telescopes and binoculars. That's not all that will be coming, though. They say the system will also soon be offering the use of electronics and robotics kits for programming education. The new equipment is expected to arrive within the next few weeks, and a special care system will be put in place for them, requiring those who wish to check out those items to participate in training and sign a lease agreement.
I'm sorry.
And a ride program is soon returning on the Suncoast. This one for those wishing to experience the Sarasota Legacy Trail more comfortably. The service offers four-wheeled, canopy-covered bicycle rides for up to 4 passengers and is specially suited for those who may have difficulty using the trail otherwise. The rides are being offered for free by volunteers and last about 45 minutes. The new dates for 2017 start on January 11th and will run through April 20th. Pre-registration is also required.
No, did you say a Surrey? A Surrey? Surrey with the fringe on top? What? I might take a ride on that. That's a song from Oklahoma. No.
You caught me off guard on that one, Don.
I was caught off guard. A little Surrey with a fringe on top. Who wouldn't want to go for a ride there?
Yeah, definitely. Well, not all holiday celebrations have wrapped up yet here on the Suncoast, so there are still plenty of events to enjoy this week.
Yes, and that doesn't include the Surrey with the fringe on top till January 11th. But today, locals can continue their festivities at the 6th annual Taste of Hanukkah event. It offers plenty of great kosher food and goods, plus plenty of family fun activities, including a magic show, bungee jumping, and live music. The event will take place on the Jewish Federation's campus off McIntosh Road in Sarasota, and it all starts at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
All right, and the Sailor Circus is also launching their high-flying holiday performances today. Lasting only 3 days, their first show begins at 2 o'clock today, with another following at 7 tonight. The show is aimed to wow the whole family, so bring everybody out and continue that holiday spirit. Tickets are available throughout the day, and the arena opens at 1 hour prior to each show.
All right, and everybody, it seems, had a good Hanukkah, and Hanukkah's still ongoing, and good Christmas weekend. Did you guys have a good weekend, good Christmas?
You know, it was my first Christmas to be able to build a, I don't know the technical term, but a Frosty the Sandman. Is that a good way to say it?
I like that. That's a nice ring to it.
Yeah,
he doesn't melt when it gets warm, that's for sure.
And he was covered with seashells, and we took a great picture with him as the sun was setting last night. So that was fun.
Very cool.
First Frosty the Sandman that I've ever made in my life.
And of course, we hit a high of 85, so no threat of melting there, which is good. Boy, we're going to have nice weather as we continue over the next few days, but there will be a change by the end of the week. Keep you hanging there.
All right, what did you guys do for Christmas, though?
What did I do? My people and I, we spun the dreidel, so you know, it's one of those deals.
Right. You know, I'm interested in learning how to play that game.
Really?
I played it when I was younger.
It can get kind of crazy, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So she made a Frosty out of sand, you made a dreidel out of clay.
I
just watched my kids open their gifts and enjoy
that
themselves.
must have been lovely.
There you go. Good time and just relaxed. And enjoyed, went swimming at the beach. It was nice, you know. That's what I love about Christmas in Florida.
Exactly.
Indeed. All right, cool. Well, we're coming back with Josh and more news after this.
Attention small business owners. Penn Funding announces the easiest and fastest business funding program, the Platinum Business Account.
We needed cash fast. Business is good, but this is an emergency. We needed some new equipment, and the banks wouldn't help us.
At Penn Funding, we like to say, yes, you're approved. With your Platinum Business Account, you could qualify for up to $50,000 or more. This amazing new business account funding program is so effective, you could have the cash you need in just days.
I called, spoke with an agent who pre-qualified us, and connected me.
Call now for your Platinum Business Account. If you've been in business for at least 6 months, you could qualify for up to $50,000 or more in just days.
I called Penn Funding and had my money fast.
Need cash for your business? Call Penn Funding now.
Call 800-658-3433. 800-658-3433.
Holiday scratch-offs are here, and oh, they make great surprises. Imagine the joy they will bring. With over $126 million in prizes, use them for a wreath or a place card for your feast. Attach them, scratch them, and let the magic happen. Holiday scratch-offs. The Florida Lottery has them. Just imagine.
Are you paying too much for your cable or satellite TV? The U.S. government passed a bill mandating free over-the-air digital transmission of all broadcast network television channels. That means with the new TV Freeway digital antenna, you can get free HD programming from your favorite broadcast networks 24/7 without a bill. You just plug it into the back of your TV and start watching all of your favorite broadcast programs for free. There are no contracts to sign, no hidden fees, and no monthly fees. Just free HD broadcast TV. Take it with you anywhere. Call or go online now to get your TV Freeway stick for the incredibly low price of only $14.99. But wait, call or click now and you can get a second TV Freeway stick for a second TV. Just pay a separate fee, but you have to order right now.
Call 1-800-809-5196 to get your TV Freeway. Call now or go to tvfreeway.com. So call 1-800-809-5196. This offer's not in any store. Call now.
Hey, happy Monday, everyone. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone in for John Scalzi today, and we're starting off the morning with 65 in Sarasota, 65 in Venice, 66 in Inglewood, 60 in Arcadia. A little bit cooler over here in Lake Placid this morning. Good morning to you at 58 degrees right now. All right, what are our weather headlines today? Warm and pleasant. Well, you know the situation. It's been very ho-hum the last few days, right? We can handle the beautiful conditions, though. Highs topping out in the low to mid 80s. Our average, by the way, is 72, so we're going to be above that once again. And then a change comes our way thanks to a cold front coming down from the north, and we're going to experience cooler conditions, actually below average highs come Friday. Radar, all quiet, nothing to show you here. All quiet over the Gulf of Mexico, maybe a few isolated sprinkles off the east coast of Florida, and that, my friend, is about it. Not so much in the upper Midwest, though. Big storm system causing all sorts of delays with heavy snow here and also heavy rain. We'll get to that in just a moment. But for us, not really much to show you here. The futurecast is quiet. A few passing clouds today. High pressure in control. You can see the general pattern of the area of high pressure. It works clockwise, and the clouds coming in from the east. Though the change comes on Friday. We're monitoring that storm system I was showing you up to the north of us will eventually bring a cold front coming our way to bring a slight chance of light showers around the Suncoast, and then it looks like it's going to bring that cooler air behind it. Here we go. This whole thing wrapping up here. Some heavy snow through North Dakota, even South Dakota and upper areas of Minnesota. And then in front of it, where that warm air is being dragged out in front of here, we have the heavier rain coming down. Backside, though, it's tapping into that cold air from Canada, bringing it down. Moisture wrapping around, you have some heavy snow and also blustery conditions, very windy conditions here. And you can see this whole wraparound. Warmer conditions, 54 in St. Louis, what's 35 in Minneapolis, 7 in Minot, North Dakota, as that northerly flow around it. But that's for them, not for us. We're enjoying above normal-like conditions in our forecast. Low tide this morning for the boaters, 5:49 a.m., and the high tide will be at 12:19 early this afternoon. You're taking that boat out, expect seas just offshore at 2 feet with light chop in the bays, and at the beach today, 79 degrees, water temperature at 70. All right, breaking down your 7-day forecast, looking pretty good for the next several days. Above our average high of 72. We're staying in the low 80s, upper 70s, mostly sunny skies. Not bad. However, that cold front does charge into the area by, I'd say, by Thursday night, and could bring us some isolated sprinkles around the area. And then that cooler air is going to be coming in behind it. So highs on Friday only topping out in the low to mid 60s, but we rebound by the weekend, and the first day of 2017, a high of 77. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Josh. Taking a look at Suncoast roadways. As I said, schools are off and a lot of businesses are closed today, so that might change your traffic patterns. And right now, not a lot going on. Not a lot of people on the road in Manatee County. Everything's looking good. 75, 301 moving along. And then as you head down into Sarasota County, same is holding true there. 301, 41, 75. All look good and so far this morning. Now, this weekend, some kids affected by Hurricane Matthew because, well, they got quite the surprise for the holiday after all that tragedy that they had to endure.
Yeah, those who threw them a surprise were in for the biggest shock, though, when the kids paid the goodwill forward. David Hurst has that story.
For many kids in Kinston, they've been through and seen a lot the past few months.
Water got into her house. She had to evacuate.
Many of them witnessed the record flooding in their town.
It was crazy.
Making Christmas very different this year.
It's been one of the hardest times for so many people.
So the Gate Ministry, a Kinston nonprofit, wanted to give the kids a unique experience this Christmas. They drove up to Raleigh and had plans to get dinner and attend a local church service. What the kids didn't know is that they were each going to be given $100 to spend on themselves and others for Christmas.
I'm still shocked. I'm in the wow, my mind is blown.
Donations came from folks in the Raleigh area who wanted to make sure these kids were able to give and receive gifts this Christmas.
But to know that there's somebody watching over me and giving us a blessing, it feels great.
But the real surprise came when many of the kids said they were planning on using all their money to buy gifts for others.
To see them so thankful, so surprised, but then step out of their comfort zone and their own selves and think, I just might do something for someone else. You know, that shows how much they've come and how far they've come.
You know, Dawn, that area in Kinston is where I came from my last station. Such an impactful story because, I mean, I've been knee deep in that water. I've been on a boat with some of those folks who had to get to their house.
Right.
Yeah,
the pictures that came down that we saw, and we were lucky to escape the real bad, but we had flooding like that. But you were in there doing the story and seeing people who were disenfranchised and in trouble. It's pretty amazing.
It was, and I mean, even the mayor of Kinston, B.J. Murphy, even always referring back to the community of Kinston and how they are always there for each other. A very small community, not a very big area, but that area was not prepared, not expecting, you know, thinking Florida was going to get hit more by Hurricane Matthew than North Carolina would have. So it was a big shock to everybody in that community, but really coming together in that area, as you saw in that story right there. So interesting and great for them during this holiday season.
Yes, indeed. The kids seemed overjoyed, which is good to see.
Did.
Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
It's the day after Christmas, so you know good deals are on the way. We'll tell you where to find the best ones.
And coming up at 5:30, one Star Wars actress recovering from a heart attack suffered on an airplane. We'll tell you about social media and what it is confirming about her condition.
Google GoWildHonda.com. Lease a CRV for $219 during Wild's final clearance. Just $219 and 0 down. Now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda, Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Google GoWildHonda.com. Lease a Civic for $179 during Wild's final clearance. Just $179 and 0 down. Now at GoWildHonda.com or visit Wild Honda, Sarasota. It's gotta be wild.
Welcome back. It's 5:24 this morning on the day after Christmas.
The day after Christmas, when everybody goes shopping, it's almost like Black Friday.
all
It's
over
Black
again.
Monday all over again. Now, as the day continues, deals expected to pick up, which is why everybody goes shopping the day after Christmas. And Kenneth Gibson and Marcy Gonzalez have the details.
In today's Tech Bites, the best deals on this day after Christmas. Many of them are in electronics because the new models are about to go on sale. Experts say the hottest post-Christmas deals are in cameras, smartphones, and video games.
GameStop, for example, has a buy two, get one free sale on used video games. On all electronics, you'll find deep discounts on last year's models, also on returned merchandise, especially in the stores. There are also the products that just didn't sell during the holiday season.
Of course, the best discount of all is free.
Oh, yeah.
And Apple has a list of the most downloaded free apps of 2016 for iOS devices.
Number 1 was Snapchat, a way of exchanging messages and having some fun with photos. Second was Facebook Messenger for sending messages, photos, and videos.
And third was the smash hit game, Pokemon Go, of course. Well, those are your Tech Bites.
Have a great day.
Tech Bites, brought to you by Macy's.
It's Macy's One Day Sale Monday. Doors open 7 a.m. with amazing deals of the day store-wide. Save on wool blend and down coats from Cole Haan, Vince Camuto, and more, now 60% off. Quarter carat total weight diamond heart bracelets, your choice, $69.99. Boots from Style & Co, Alfani, and more, 50% off. Take 30% plus an extra 15% off blenders, juicers, irons, floor care, and more. And get 500 thread count 6-piece sheet sets, $29.99. Macy's One Day Sale. Doors open 7 a.m. Monday.
Meta Appetite Control. It helps put some distance between you and temptation. Clinically proven to help reduce hunger between meals. From Metamucil, the #1 doctor-recommended brand.
1 or 2 or both. Because at VisionWorks, when you buy a pair of glasses, you get a second pair at no additional cost. So an extra pair for you or a pair to share. Whatever you do, you'll see a better you. VisionWorks.
It's been an emotional time politically and socially this year.
But during a season when hearts are a little more open to love, we want to talk about good things to believe in.
We believe in service and making a difference in others' lives. We believe in hearing the other point of view.
We believe in being kind, no matter how busy the day is.
We believe friends and family are the best recipe in your kitchen.
We hope you believe too.
Happy holidays from ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
ABC 7 is the most watched, most trusted news source on the Suncoast, and we owe it all to you, our loyal viewers. Thank you for making us #1.
Sarasota, we're uncorking something special at Michael's Wine Cellar and Tasting Room. Shop in a relaxed atmosphere with our wine specialists. You'll find 1,000 international wines, 200 under $20. National brand and boutique liquors at competitive pricing. Handcrafted beers. Stop by Michael's Wine Cellar and Tasting Room today and let us show you something exceptional.
Are you paying too much for your cable or satellite TV? The U.S. government passed a bill mandating free over-the-air digital transmission of all broadcast network television channels. That means with the new TV Freeway digital antenna, you can get free HD programming from your favorite broadcast networks 24/7 without a bill. You just plug it into the back of your TV and start watching all of your favorite broadcast programs for free. There are no contracts to sign, no hidden fees, and no monthly fees. Just free HD broadcast TV. Take it with you anywhere. Call or go online now to get your TV Freeway stick for the incredibly low price of only $14.99. But wait, call or click now and you can get a second TV Freeway stick for a second TV. Just pay a separate fee, but you have to order right now.
Call 1-800-809-5196 to get your TV Freeway. Call now or go to tvfreeway.com. So call 1-800-809-5196. This offer's not in any store. Call now.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
Don't miss the 19th annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Festival, January 5th through the 8th, to benefit Suncoast Charities for Children. This year's festival welcomes special guest Blue Oyster Cult to the premier sports campus at Lakewood Ranch on January 8th at 4 p.m. Admission is free. Festival events include a sporting clay tournament, kickoff party, welcome Thunder event, Cruise for Cash charity motorcycle ride, and a 2-day Rockin' and Ridin' at the Ranch festival featuring vendors, live music, a Taste of Thunder area, and more. VIP tickets are available. For tickets and info, visit thunderbythebay.org.
Coming up on Good Morning Suncoast, we'll have the Christmas celebrations around the world.
And weather across the country causing problems for folks around the United States.
Josh will talk more about that. And what's this little critter up to? We'll tell you coming up.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Welcome back, and thanks for joining us on this Monday after Christmas. I'm Jacqueline.
And along with Josh Stone, who's in for John Scalzi, I'm Don Brennan. Thank you indeed, and Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah to everybody. And a lot of businesses are still closed today so that everybody could go shopping, return their Christmas gifts that they didn't like or want to exchange, and also get all those great deals. Well, we always have one of these big, crazy shopping days after every holiday, it seems like.
I know. It seems like the more the holiday progresses in the years, we get more and more shopping holiday.
Isn't the English holiday of Boxing Day?
That's what I heard.
Boxing Day,
That's what I recently heard.
Yes, indeed. See, look at you. The holidays just keep on coming.
There you go. There you go. Well, let's whip out the forecast. It's looking pretty good to go out and return your gifts at the stores if they're open today. It's currently 65 in Sarasota, 66 in Venice. A little bit cooler in Lake Placid. That's well east, and that's 57 right now. But they'll warm up. Temperatures will be above our average high, 72, as we go through the afternoon. Right now in Sarasota, 65, 63 in Bradenton, 66 in Venice. And our radar is quiet right now. This picture may look a little different by the end of this work week, and we'll talk about it coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Josh. Taking a look at Suncoast roadways. Everything is free and clear right now. Not a lot of people on the roadways, so I'm sure we'll pick up as people head on out to do some shopping and returning. But right now, Manatee County looking good, looking perfect. Not a lot of people on the roadway, as I said. And you head down into Sarasota County, the same is holding true for there. And that's it. Everything's looking good this morning thus far. Now, from the Vatican to war-torn regions to Santa's on the run, the globe put on a show of Christmas traditions.
While some were serious and others fun, the common theme was pushing for peace and offering hope to people caught in dangerous places. ABC's Aaron Katarski reports.
Prayers and songs in Bethlehem. People from around the world gathered at the Church of the Nativity, the traditional birthplace of Jesus. In Rome, Pope Francis delivered his annual blessing, saying commercialism has taken Christmas hostage and urging the faithful to focus less on gifts, more on helping others. Pope Francis also sent a special message to Syria and the war-torn city of Aleppo. Christians there celebrated at church for the first time since the end of the brutal 4-year battle for the city. In the UK, the royal family attended church services without Queen Elizabeth, who's still recovering from a cold, but she did tape her traditional holiday message.
The message of Christmas reminds us that inspiration is a gift to be given as well as received.
The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, meantime, broke from tradition, spending Christmas with Kate's family. Prince George and Princess Charlotte stole the spotlight at church. First Lady Michelle Obama joined the president for their final Christmas message from the White House and a look back at their first.
I realized that Barack needed all the help he could get. This is our first Christmas in the White House, and what? Stop! You're gonna have to pull it together, POTUS.
While it looked like Santa was trying to work off all those cookies in Macedonia, hundreds of people dressed as Kris Kringle ran through the streets in a 2K fun run. Aaron Katurski, ABC News, New York.
Oh my gosh, those Santas on the run had me laughing pretty hard.
I would be too, and I definitely wouldn't be able to run with all those suits on.
I know.
Yes, anyway, the holidays this year were even celebrated in space.
Yeah, this morning we're taking a look at the message they broadcast over NASA TV. The Expedition 50 crew sent the world a cheerful Christmas dispatch from 225 miles above Earth.
Yes, the International Space Station talked about what they'd be feasting on for dinner, which included everything from turkey and mashed potatoes to gingerbread and hot cocoa. All the food that was sent to the ISS crew were in cans or dehydrated pouches.
So I'm lucky enough to have recipes that have been prepared for me by French chefs, and they're all based on ingredients that I used to love when I was a kid, that my grandmother used to cook for the big family dinners that we had around Christmas time.
Now, towards the end of the message, Mission Commander Shane Kimbrough assured that while the crew was eager to break bread with each other, they didn't want to break that kind of bread. Their families were on their minds, actually. Shortly before signing off, Kimbrough said the team would take some time to reflect on what the whole season means to them and their families. Yeah, I think it probably loses something in translation when you transition when you're eating like ready-to-eat meals for Christmas. Yeah, it's not the same.
Probably not the same. But nonetheless, at least they got to eat a nice meal.
Yes, they got to do something we'll never do.
Right.
Christmas
True.
dinner
I
in
will never be
space.
up there.
Yeah. Now, back here on the Suncoast, long-time tradition. Well, actually, we're going to go to another story. The Big Cat Habitat president saying they try to do the live nativity every year. And they did that. So
yeah, the Big Cat celebration. I think they even told us that some of the goats, there were 7 goats that were actually born just in time for the nativity scene there, which was just perfect timing for all the folks that were able to go out there and take a look at the nativity scene at the Big Cat Habitat.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, we've had a lot more people out here. The cooler weather is great because it's more comfortable to be walking around. Plus, we have so many people in town now for the holiday.
And a not-so-merry gathering going on in Russia this morning, unfortunately.
Yeah, 92 people were reportedly aboard a Russian military airplane when it crashed shortly after taking off from Sochi. The Russian Defense Ministry now saying debris from that plane has been found in the Black Sea. And this morning, we're now learning that the plane was carrying a military music group on its way to perform at a Russian air base in Syria. Dozens of members of Russia's Red Army Choir are among the apparent victims, with at least 10 bodies now recovered. President Vladimir Putin has spoken about the tragedy and called for a day of mourning.
And in the U.S., winter weather already leading to a handful of major highway and interstates being shut down.
ABC's Janai Norman shows which areas of the country are getting hit the worst.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
I love this white Christmas.
Winter weather making for a white Christmas and tough travel the day after.
We're happy and we're making silly faces and we're singing Christmas songs to get the time going.
In Arizona, snow brought 2 major highways to a standstill. Cars, trucks, and drivers stranded along Interstate 40 outside of Flagstaff.
I don't know, I'm just waiting. That's all I can do, right?
Getting home or to the mall could be tricky today across the country. In the northern plains, it's a slippery mess where freezing rain turned to snow. Transportation officials in the Dakotas shutting down more than 600 miles of roadway along Interstate 90, I-94, and U.S. Highway 83 because of drifting snow and near zero visibility. Some of those same areas under a blizzard warning and could get more than 2 feet of snow. Rain and possible storms could move through Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Texas.
I hope I can get home.
The winter weather wasn't just packed with snow and freezing rain, but also high winds. In Nebraska, about 800 people lost power, and there were reports of a possible tornado. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
And people in the Philippines working to recover today as well.
Yeah, that is after a super typhoon made landfall this weekend, causing thousands to evacuate from low-lying areas. With maximum sustained winds of 155 miles per hour and gusts up to 190, many were placed under a state of imminent danger. The weather also stranding more than 1,000 cargo ships and vessels. Now, the Philippines has battled devastating typhoons in recent years, most notably in 2013, when those colossal waves killed more than 6,000 people, forcing millions from their homes. And in the Middle East, a cyber war nearly turned nuclear. On Twitter, a tense social media standoff between Pakistan and Israel happening in response to a fake news story, saying Israel's former defense minister threatened a nuclear attack against Pakistan if it sends troops to Syria. Now, Pakistan's defense minister tweeting a reminder that Pakistan is a nuclear state as well. Israel's defense ministry then tweeted back this weekend saying that the original story on the site AWD News was, quote, totally fictitious. Now, these actions all showing that the underlying potential harmful impact of fake news stories in sensitive global affairs. And visitors in Paris this week are noticing some unwelcome guests.
Oh, my. Reports now stating millions of rats have infested parks, streets, and some of the most popular tourist areas. While Paris may be one of the most beautiful cities in the world, nearly 3 million of these little rats have surfaced throughout the area. Now, city authorities are working to control the problem. They say it is a struggle, however.
We face a bit of a crisis, an emergency, so unfortunately, we have to kill the rats. I don't like it. We try to do it in a most human way possible, but we have to do it because when there are too many rats in a park, they get too close to people, to children, and they can transmit diseases.
Even he makes rat sound nice, like with that Parisian accent. Yes. Now, across Paris, traps have been laid blocking the exits of the city's sewer system. Various parks are also being closed to the public, among them the Champ de Mars, now home to Paris's most famous symbol, El Raton. Well, that's Spanish, but Ratatouille, the movie,
yeah.
And some rats, that's what it reminds me of. Now, some unfortunate news this weekend for Wham fans.
British pop star George Michael has died at the age of 53. His publicist says the 1980s music icon passed away peacefully at his home over the holidays. Now, while police did describe his passing as unexplained but not suspicious, Michael, best known for being half of the British boy duo Wham, performed several chart-topping hits like Wake Me Up Before You Go and Careless Whisper.
Wake Me Up Before You Go. Now, Star Wars actress Carrie Fisher is in stable condition. That's according to a tweet from her mom, who also thanked fans and friends for their support. Fisher suffered a major cardiac event on a flight from London to LA Friday. The 60-year-old actress became ill while the plane was preparing to land. They were about 10 minutes out. Her brother said Fisher was later transported to an intensive care unit in L.A. She is best known as Princess Leia in Star Wars. Fisher also had roles in other movies and plays. She was in When Harry Met Sally, and she also wrote a number of best-selling books.
And speaking of Star Wars, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, is now #1 at the box office for the second weekend straight with 71 million in ticket sales. The animated musical Sing came in second place with 35 million. The third spot went to the sci-fi fantasy Passengers with 14 million, and the movie Assassin's Creed was fourth place with 10 million in ticket sales. And to round out that top 5 is Why Him with 9 million.
Yeah, wow.
I've been wanting to see that movie Sing. With
Sing,
the pig.
yeah, that looks really good. That actually, my kids want to see that as well.
Yeah, it looks cute.
It's pretty fun. Pretty good. All the kids' animated movies now are. They're some of the best movies. I don't even see adult movies anymore.
They're pretty entertaining.
I want to see Rogue One. I haven't
Yeah?
seen it
Okay.
yet. Big Star Wars fan. But,
Yeah, I actually had a
You're the
viewer.
one?
A viewer told me
Oh,
that they
right.
saw it on Christmas Day and said it was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
All
They
right,
didn't.
that
They didn't give me
gives
too
me
many
hope.
details though.
Okay. Cool. Well, it looks like our forecast will not be cool, at least for the next several days, but that will change by the end of the week. We'll talk about in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Josh. And also coming up, some top universities in Florida gathering together to fight Zika. We'll tell you what new grant is making their collaboration possible.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining. It's time to upgrade your favorite news app. Now, ABC7's My Suncoast News app is better than ever with a dynamic brand new design that's faster and easier to use. Stay connected with new features that make it easy to submit photos, share stories on Facebook and Twitter, and save stories for reading at a later time. Download our free My Suncoast News app on your mobile device at your app store. ABC7's all-new My Suncoast News app. Just another way we're here for you. Powered by the Eye Associates, providing sight for life. Have you ever wondered what it's like to save a life? Find out by donating platelets at Suncoast Blood Bank.
I'm Haley Wilgus, ABC7. Platelets aid in the clotting process and are vital in the treatment of cancer and surgical patients, trauma victims, and critically ill newborns. It's tough to keep enough on the shelves because they only last 5 days. To donate, call this number or visit scbb.org and you can help save a life.
ABC7 congratulates Suncoast Blood Bank on 65 years of serving our community.
I'm Alan Cohn. From homeless to housing, the Salvation Army's Quality of Life program has helped get hundreds off the streets. Find out how they're doing it.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Holiday scratch-offs are here, and oh, they make great surprises. Imagine the joy they will bring. With over $126 million in prizes, use them for a wreath or a place card for your feast. Attach them, scratch them, and let the magic happen. Holiday scratch-offs. The Florida Lottery has them. Just imagine.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need
the Debt Ninja. If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS, you could be facing wage garnishments, levies, liens, property seizure, cancellation of business license, closure of business. The Debt Ninja fights your IRS debt. That's why you need the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja has found the best companies in the country who are on your side to fight debt. Want to learn if you qualify for the IRS Financial Hardship Program? Stop the IRS from garnishing your wages. Even if your bank account has been seized, if you have undeclared taxes, if you have existing IRS debt, it's not too late to call, so grab your phone now. Call the Debt Ninja at 800-945-0083. That's 800-945-0083. Settle your IRS debt to get the power of the Debt Ninja. Dial this number now, 800-945-0083.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Hey, good morning. I'm meteorologist Josh Stone, and I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and a happy Hanukkah. And now we can all go outside and enjoy the nice temperatures as we're going to continue this warm trend. 65 degrees when you walk out your front door. Dew point at 64. There could be some areas of patchy fog out there. That's probably going to be very limited, though, especially with the warm conditions. It looks like the sun's going to come out, really burn off that fog that does exist. Humidity at 97% for right now. Well, big picture shows high pressure in control of our area. Thus, that's why we're going to experience mostly sunny skies today. Our radar, very quiet, nothing to show you here. This will change as we get into our latter part of this work week. Talking about Friday, a cold front's going to come down and could spark up a few isolated showers, but just isolated really, and very light. Right now, nothing to show you on the radar except a few sprinkles off the eastern seaboard of east coast of Florida. But as far as our area, very quiet, just a few passing clouds. That's going to be the trend thanks to this area of high pressure. You can see the clouds rolling from the east towards the west. Areas of high pressure work clockwise, and that is what's going to happen. And really, this easterly wind is helping to warm things up. Remember, the land heats up quicker than the water. So if you have that wind that tracks over the land is warm, well, that's going to help our temperatures rise into the lower to mid 80s. You know, yesterday we actually tied a record, 85 degrees, and mind you, our average for a high this time of the year is 72, so well above the average high, and it's going to continue over the next several days. Man, look at this storm system up here in the upper Midwest. The front side of the system, where that warm air is coming up from the south, you have some heavy rain. The back side of the system, where that moisture is wrapping around into that cold air up here in Canada and coming down, we have blizzard conditions here in North Dakota and portions of northern Minnesota, and also very blustery, strong winds on the back side of it. Right now it's 8 degrees in Minot, North Dakota, 35 Minneapolis, but look, in front of this system where that warm air is surging up from the south, 53 in St. Louis, 43 in Cleveland. So you can see what's happening here. Warm air comes up, taps into that cold air here around the backside of the system, and then boom, we have winter conditions on the backside of that area of low, causing some headaches for traveling in that area. But not for us. We're enjoying mostly sunny skies and highs above average. Taking the boat out today, easterly northeasterly wind at 5 to 10 knots, seas at 2 feet with a light chop in inland waterways. 79 degrees at the beach today. Enjoy the sunshine. Water temperature at 70 degrees. So recapping for our high today, 83. Some areas could be even warmer than that for today. And that easterly wind coming in about 5 to 10 miles per hour this afternoon. So highs topping out above average until that cold front comes our way on Thursday night into Friday. And then by Friday, look at that, our high only 65. So actually be below the average high of 72. Guys?
Thanks, Josh. Taking a look at Suncoast roadways, everything's looking pretty good. Remember, schools are off today. All schools are off, as are many businesses, but I'm sure retail stores are open and with bells on, so everybody will be going out shopping. But right now, everything's looking pretty good and all throughout the Suncoast, from north to south. Not a lot of people on the roadways and no issues if they are. Now, $10 million grant from the Center for Disease Control is enabling a new research program in Florida.
The University of Florida will lead the new program and focus on finding ways to stop the spread of diseases like Zika. The college is just one of 4 participating, and professors are already in the process of forming a research team. That team will be working alongside the CDC and the Florida Department of Health, all in hopes of diving deeper into details surrounding the Zika outbreak and to try to come up with a cure.
We have a lot to be proud of. These are 4 universities in the state that have come together, and each university has their own research excellence that they brought to the table, and together this is pretty much incomparable.
Travel-related cases of Zika became almost common across our state this summer, and more than 50 locally transmitted Zika-related cases have been documented in South Florida since July. Now, with each university sharing ideas about ways to combat the disease, officials say they're hopeful that Floridians can rest a bit easier.
And still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
This Christmas tree is stealing the show. We'll show you how it's wowing guests. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thanks to my volunteer, I am a better reader.
Thanks to my volunteer, math seems simple now.
Thanks to my volunteer, I discovered new career goals.
I'm a volunteer for Sarasota County Schools, so I know I can make a difference. And you can too. Give an hour, change a life.
Our community has its struggles. The fact is, people have less than they did just a few years ago, and sadly, the need becomes more profound every day. Season of Sharing provides funds to help individuals and families in need, ensuring they will not end up homeless and without a roof over their heads. Together, providing a helping hand and making a difference. Season of Sharing. Give today at cfsarasota.org.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names. They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
Call right now to get your free Senior Care Compass ebook. Find out about the 5 best-kept secrets on financing senior care and assisted living.
Call now, 800-290-0352. 800-290-0352.
Don't miss the 19th annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Festival, January 5th through the 8th, to benefit Suncoast Charities for Children. This year's festival welcomes special guest Blue Oyster Cult to the premier sports campus at Lakewood Ranch on January 8th at 4 p.m. Admission is free. Festival events include a sporting clay tournament, kickoff party, welcome Thunder event, Cruise for Cash charity motorcycle ride, and a 2-day Rockin' and Ridin' at the Ranch festival featuring vendors, live music, a taste of Thunder area, and more. VIP tickets are available. For tickets and info, visit thunderbybthebay.org.
All right, welcome back. Here's what we're working on for 6 o'clock.
All right. Deputies with the Manatee County Sheriff's Office are looking for information into a drive-by shooting that left one person injured in Bradenton.
And an investigation into how a possible meth lab ended up at the scene of a fire over the weekend, who officials now believe is responsible for setting it up in the first place.
And if you thought your Christmas tree was decked out this weekend, take a look at this one in Oregon. A father-son duo displayed a 20-foot Christmas tree that appears to go through their home's roof. Aiden Walters saying his inspiration comes from the movie Christmas Vacation and how big the Griswolds family tree was. Yes, indeed, that was an inspiration for a lot of my life, the Vacation series.
I actually saw that story on social media a few days ago and was bewildered, but I'm not going to bury the lead as to how it got up there. We'll see coming up.
There you go.
Outstanding.
It's 5:56. We'll be back with more headlines after this.